Hi, my name is Noah Löfstedt. I'm working as a technical director for ToniGuy.com. Today we are here in the Toni Guy Takeover Academy to show you these brand new products from L'Oreal Professionnel. It's 6 new shades from Dia Light and a new bleach called Studio Blonde 8 with Bonder inside from L'Oreal Professionnel.
Blonde Studio 8 Bonder Inside is a lightening powder with Bonder inside. This product gives you 8 levels of lightening. It has a rich and creamy texture and it suits all lightening techniques. The great thing with this product is that you don't need to add Smart Bond for protection. In this case, we will mix 1:1 with 20 volume, which means mix 1 scoop of the powder with 1 scoop of the developer.
This is our lovely model Naomi that we are working on today. The hair has been pre-cut and now we're working on a base level 4. And the texture of the hair is curly, a bit of frizzy. So the goal today is to add a lot of glossy shine to the hair. We're also working to face framing the hair. So working with lighter pieces through the front area and working with a glossy glow around the crown area. Section the hair off. I always start with a profile parting. After that, I build this triangular section. I subdivide it into 2. After that, I'm working with my diagonal from this point to the ear. And I do the same on the opposite side, from this point to the ear. As you can see, she has quite a lot of fine hair through this front. So here in the front it's so important for me to work with baby lights so it doesn't go too hard to her face when she put it up. So now we're gonna start to work with our highlight. The first thing I do, I'm working through my hairline. Take a diagonal parting. And now clip this hair away. My first section I weave with natural weave. Like that. Put it under. I take my product just on the ends of the brush. I put the bleach in the middle of the hair. Work from the middle to the down, and then I slowly fade it into the roots. I do not overlap the foil. And then again. Fold the foil. Top to the top. Go with my fingers, take my comb over, and fold it with a classic foil, so the corners go in. And here it's so important to work with fine hands as well, so it doesn't put it out, because it's so fine hair, so we need to be careful. Take our next diagonal section. Do my natural weaving. Take my foil. Take my product. I start in the middle of the hair. Work down. blush it into the root area. I'll be really careful so I don't overlap the foil. Take the hair up, take some more product and then bend it in like this. Very careful. On the foil. Take the corners in. And carefully drop it down. Why I choose to work with baby lights today on Naomi's hair is that her hair texture is very fine. She have a lot of movement, so I don't need to be so careful about doing baby lights all the way through this highlighting technique. But especially here through the side, she have thinner hair than on the top of the head. She pull her hair up. If she moves the hair through the sides, then we want that soft effect through her sides. And through the top section, we can go in with a little bit of a harder highlighting effect. We can do a little bit more of the slices, just because the hair is natural curly. And then we need that contrast. And on the top of the head, we're gonna go in with a bit of heavier highlights. That is the reason we're doing the slices. It's just because of her hair is naturally curly, so we need that contrast in the curls. So this product, Studio Blonde, is perfect to doing in foils. You can use it on freehand, a global tint, but today we're using it in foils, so I was mixing it 1:1, and you can see the consistency of the product is so creamy and easy to work on in foils. I love it, it's super easy, and it goes fast to mix and it goes fast to rinse off, because we don't need to add any extra time for Smart Bond because it's a bonder inside the product. And this technique we are using today is very quick and easy. So on the floor, if you're doing on a client, it's gonna take you to around 10 to 15 minutes to apply. We're gonna do the same on the opposite side. We're gonna take a diagonal parting. Take the hair down, clip this hair away from the face, put it in, gonna take our product just on the top of the brush. We're starting with the applying in the middle of the hair and all the way through the ends, and then we slowly work it up to the roots, and be careful so you don't overlap. We get those marks, and we don't want that. Okay, like that. And after that, we're gonna foil it bottom to top. This is a classic foil. I'm gonna take the corners in the both sides. Especially here on the hairline, we need to be very careful. And The effect that we wanted to create with those highlights that we're doing right now is to give that illumination through the hairline, that kind of portrait face framing effect. I want the pieces through the front to open up her face shape, and I think it would suit very good to the haircut as well. So it gives that extra pop through the front, so it looks more layered than it is. And if she wants to give it that extra lighting feeling, she can just pull her hair up in a bun or in a ponytail. And I would think in the same way. I would do baby lights through the first two sections, then I would go heavier and heavier with the highlights. The model that I'm working on right now, Naomi, her density of hair is normal. It's not too fine or not too thick. But if my model had thick hair today, I would think that my sectioning pattern would be a bit wider. And if my model had fine hair, I would go with my sectioning pattern a bit smaller, just because fine hair will show a lot more and the thick hair need more. I'm working now on these fine baby hairs. Taking my baby lights out. Take this oil. Put it under. Take a little bit of product on my brush. And a bit of fading through the roots. Just be careful. And fold it. Shape that we are creating for Naomi today we don't have any special ways of parting it. She can wear it in a middle parting, she can have it on the sides, so it's very important now when we're doing the highlights that we're going to create something that is wearable in all of her ways that she chooses to style her hair. So a good tip for that is to use a triangular section. So we take out the whole area of fringe area so she can wear it in different directions. And the same precise here, we're working with our baby lights through the hairline, and then we can go a bit chunkier through the top area here, just because her hair texture is curly. And then we need to create a contrast in between the colors so we can see the definitions in the curls. So here, this is my third foil. I'm gonna start to do them a bit thicker here. So a bit thicker than my other two, because those two were baby lights and this one is more of natural weave. Take my product, put it on. Take up the length of the hair. Put the product on, and then I work my way up. So I take my diagonal back here and I'm going to work all the way through this section. Consistency of the product is perfect for the lengthening. As you can see, it's very creamy. It's almost like Platinum Plus in the consistency. And it's so easy to work with this product, Studio Blonde 8, in foils. Because I was mixing it 1:1, so it's very creamy and soft to work on. Our clients is asking us, what's trending now? Natural colors. It's all about ashy tones. We're gonna need this perfect bleach that has bonding inside. And we know that we need to reduce the yellowy hair that the sun creates during summer times. So I think the Dia Light shade is perfect for this summer. So now I'm taking my slice while I'm coming here to the top of the head. So we're just gonna work with our slices through the last sections here. And after that, we're gonna go in with the new Inua Glow and do a global application through the crown area and the rest of the hair that comes through the highlight, or in between the highlights, sorry. So why do we choose to use the Inua Glow? We have one Inua Glow that's 0.18 that is created for dark bases. So dark bases from 3 to 5. And it gives that perfect glossy shine to the hair. gonna add that ashy tone, it's gonna add that mocha tone, so it's gonna go perfectly together with the highlights that we are gonna put our Dear Light shade 828 on afterwards when we have rinsed this highlight off. So we're gonna have this beautiful cold mocha tone through the front area of the hair, and then we're gonna have that a bit of a warmer mocha tone through the rest of the hair, but a lot of glossy shine, almost like that vinyl shine. You can also think that like a lip gloss, full of gloss. Super nice. And this is quite easy to just give that little extra to your client. So if you have a tint client that comes into your salon and you want to give that little extra, and you have 10 minutes for your client, maybe you had that time for Smart Bond, and now you can take that time to do a bit of extra highlights for your client instead. 6 to 8 weeks regrowth. You maybe just need to apply this product through the roots, through the front area, and maybe you can use the new shades from Dear Light to do a little bit of a root stretch through the crown area. So you, on a quick, easy way, just can freshen it up, some old highlights, and just do a little bit of face framing through the front with fresh new highlights. And so super easy that you can refresh something old that you can create in a quick way. So fresh. This is the result of our application in false. What we're gonna create now is that we're gonna use our Inua Glow through the whole crown area, from the bottom to the lengthenance, and also of course in between our foils. And we're gonna have a little bit of developing time, and after that we're gonna rinse out our Inua Glow and our foils, and then we're gonna go in with our Dear Light 828 with 6 volume, and we're gonna add on our highlights. So I mixed my Inua Glow 0.18, put it first in the root area all the way through this section, okay, all the way through my hairline. Take the baby hairs, and after that I'm gonna take a horizontal section like that. The rest of the hair up with a clip. I'm gonna take my mesh, place it under the hair like this, and after that I apply from roots to ends with my Inua Glow. The consistency of Inua Glow is not as sticky as the originally Inua, so this one is more, it's easier to apply all the way through the hair. And after that I fold my mesh forward like that. I take my next section horizontal, and I do the same thing again. Take my product, apply from the roots, all the way to this. Inua Glow distributes very evenly through the hair and section. As you can see, it's very soft and smooth to apply. So this is also time effective because it goes very quick to apply the product. So why I choose to use the mesh on my first section is just to protect my model from the color, so she doesn't get it on her body, and also it gives me like a board to paint on. I start to apply the product through the mid-length ends, and then I'm working my way up through the root area. So the product I'm using right now, called Inoa Glow, is ammoniac-free permanent color. Gonna give us 1 to 2 levels of lift. We're gonna add on the shades Ash and Mocha. So the result will be super glossy and glowy, and it gonna gives us a bit of warmer mocha tone to the hair. It doesn't gonna give her any regrowth effect. Gonna blend in with her natural color very good. Put my mesh underneath. I apply my Inoa Glow from the mid-length of the hair to the ends of the hair. And then I work my up to the root area and apply the glow. It's very easy to apply. Soft texture. If you don't have the sweet meshes to work with, you can always use a regular foil. It doesn't matter, just that you protect the skin and her body from the color. But I like to work with those meshes because it's so soft, and you can not hear that foily sound. We are back from the basin, so we have towel dried the hair. Now we're gonna apply the transformer texture gel to foam that gives us volume, movement. We're gonna apply it now into damp hair. This is our final result, working with our fundamental highlighting technique and our global application through the crown area. So as you can see, we're working with the face framing through the front area and give that extra contrast to the crown area in the back. So you can see this glossy finishing result. And also here you can see the contrast in between the face framing illumination and this glossy global application through the crown area. The product gives a beautiful, incredible shine, and as you can see, the front area has lifted in a perfect way.